For you. I'm just noticing on the screen here, I got a buddy here all of a sudden. As I mentioned earlier in the program, Country Comes Home is taping at the Grand Ole Opry House. They have been this week. One of the most prominent names in the entertainment industry is with us now here on Channel 4 Magazine, live from the Opry House, Glen Campbell. Good morning, Glen.
Good morning, Charlie.
You know, the last time I met up with you, you had Cal with you.
Right.
Your son. How old is Cal now, by the way?
He's 10 months old now.
10 months old.
Yeah, walking and talking back.
Does he still spit up on camera?
Yeah. Not on cue, though.
Not on cue. How's the father role treating you so far?
It's just wonderful. He's here with me now in Nashville. I take him around with me now. I'm going to see him. He's going to know what Daddy does. He won't have to ask.
Well, are you more or less going to steer him into the music business as he grows older?
Well, I'll let him do pretty much in that department what he wants to do, but I would definitely suggest it. I'll say, I'm like Willie Nelson. It beats going to work at 9 and getting off at 5, you know.
You're going to give him a good taste of it.
You dadgum right, I am.
Tell me about Country Comes Home. You're the primary host, right?
Yes, Charlie Pride and I are co-hosting, and it's really going great. We're doing a bit now, a salute to Merle Travis with Chet Atkins and Charlie McCoy and Pig, piano player, and Buddy, Johnny Gimbel. And it's just, and Tennessee Ernie Ford, and it's really, really a tasty part of the show. I'm enjoying it.
I know a lot of those guys that you met up with when you played the Opry, you know, and so many people still don't realize that after all these years in business, you hadn't played the Opry up until a short while ago.
That's right. I played it with Mel Tillis about two months ago.
How'd you get on the Opry?
I asked.
That's all?
I asked Hal out here. He said, how come you haven't done the Opry? And I said, well, I've never been asked. I said, I'm coming in. I'll be in town in about 3 weeks. I'll be back in about 3 weeks. There's an open spot. And he said, we'll make one, and I got on.
Were you scared?
No, I just loved it. It's as good an audience as you'll ever play to.
I know. You know, I was there when you came out and performed, and the first song you did was, I think, Gentle on My Mind, wasn't it?
Right. Sure was.
You still get a lot of calls for those particular songs in the late 60s when you're doing a show wherever?
Oh, yes, definitely. The most requested songs I have are Gentle on My Mind, Wichita Lineman, Phoenix, Rhinestone Cowboy, Southern Nights, and etc.
I want to get back to your son there for a minute. We were talking about how he got into show business. I think it was on This Week in Country Music we did a thing on him there.
Right.
How show business affected your life? When you look back over all the years?
I'm very glad everything has happened just like it has, Charlie, because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, and I wouldn't be happy, because if anything had changed in the past, I think it would affect where you are in the present. So I'm happy with everything just like it is, and I definitely will steer my son to show business or to golf or to anything that's you know, in the show business field, because it's a good field to be into, if you're honest with it.
You ever take him back to Delight, Arkansas?
Oh, gosh, yeah. It was back a couple of weeks ago.
Now, as a matter of fact, for those who haven't been to Delight, Arkansas, you're quite often referred to as the pride of Delight, Arkansas. Describe Delight, Arkansas.
Delight's about 350 people, something like that. I think they've jacked it up to about 426 now.
My goodness.
And I lived in the suburbs of Delight. 6 mile out on a dirt road.
A suburb? Yeah. Tell me, after all these years in the business, Glen, is there anything that you're tired of? Anything that you just dread doing in this industry? No,
not a thing. I love it all. It all goes with the territory, as they say. And I love doing television. I love doing performing. And I was up there playing with Chet and Charlie McCoy and those guys. I said, I missed that part of it. That's something I miss, is playing with musicians, because I am a guitarist at heart.
Is it hard to get enthusiastic about things that you come up with in the show business industry, like doing this show or performing 3 weeks down the road from here?
Well, no, I mean, playing with the guys on the show, like I say, you know, everybody's on the show that you can name, from Lee Greenwood to Shelley West to Dottie to Waylon. Who? Alabama, Oak Ridge Boys. And when you see these people, it gives you a shot of adrenaline that goes through your system, because you see friends you haven't seen for a year when you come back to do the show.
I know you've been in town recording an album lately, right?
Yes, I sure have.
Jim Weatherly did the show with us. How long ago has it been? A couple of months ago. He told us a story about he had a song that he was dying to get to you and couldn't get to you because you were in the studio all tied up and everything. Right. Gave the song to your wife or something. Is that the way the story goes?
She heard it downstairs in my office here, in my publishing company. And she brought it upstairs and played it, and I really did. I loved it. And the song is called A Lady Like You. And Jim Weatherly's a fabulous guy, and he's a good songwriter.
You put it on the album, in other words?
I sure am.
Can you think of any other unusual ways right off the bat that you've come across songs that you've included and became big hits?
I heard Rhinestone Cowboy on KNX in Los Angeles. And
Who did it?
Larry Weiss. It was off of the Larry Weiss album.
Oh, okay.
And there wasn't a single record on it, so I took it to Australia with me. And Ansett Airlines was on strike over there, and we drove over to Australia. Now, if you ever driven over to Australia, you know, it's really backwoodsy. And I learned Rhinestone Cowboy drive in the backwoods of Australia.
And you came back and recorded it?
Came back and recorded it.
That's one song, don't you wish you could have done a video on?
I did do a video on it.
You did?
I have one. I'm saving it. No, you know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to get the video and make some dubs off and send it to the Nashville Network and some of the and NBC and CBS that plays the videos.
You wear the glitter costumes?
Oh yes, I went whole hog on it. You know.
Send us a copy too. We like to play it.
I sure will, Charlie.
Quickly tell me about your album coming out, the one you've been working on.
I'm very happy with it. The single will be "Faithless Love." It'll be out at the end of April, and it's just got some good songs on it. I did the American Trilogy on it that I kind of rewrote. Mickey Newberry put it together, and I restructured it. I'll put it that way. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy with the way the album come out. Of course, Harold Shedd over to the Mill he's just a fine producer. He produces Alabama, and he knows a good song, and we really did get on well together.